Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.
This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1100. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, with my kazoo. 1100 episodes, more than any other podcast in Apple Music, Stitcher, any place else that you can imagine, more than any other show about job search. Number one. And I've got the number 2 show as well, which is called Job Search Radio. It has about 700. I haven't done a count recently, but figure about 700 episodes. Other than these 2 shows, everything else is a lot less. And today I answer one of those important questions, which is, how do I know a headhunter and their opportunity is legitimate? Hope you find my answer helpful. Please give the show 5 stars wherever you're watching it, wherever you're listening to it, however you're listening to it. And if you're interested in my coaching you, listen to the end of the show. I've got information there about how to connect with me and how to reach out for coaching from me. Now, with that, let's get going. I received a question from someone that basically translates into, how do I know whether a headhunter and their opportunities are legitimate? Now, I think they, first of all, misuse the term headhunter. Because I sense that this person is a little less experienced than most. You know, with C-suite professionals, the headhunters that they're dealing with are 100% legit, almost exclusively. And even in the question, legit, what does that mean? Are you questioning whether they have the job that they're pitching to you, that they're representing to you? And why would you question that? Oh, because in the past, I spoke with firms and they never got back to me. You know, it's certainly possible that you weren't qualified in their mind for the role that they were representing. You didn't fit in some way. You didn't have the skill or knowledge. And thus people create this myth of legitimacy around recruiters because they believe they've been lied to. Trust me, if a recruiter can get you the interview, if they can get you in the door, they're going to do it. The reason they don't get you in the door is, number one, you don't have the skills that the client is looking for. That's reason number one. Because trust me, they're not doing this as social work. They're not working for a government agency collecting checks. They are there trying to fill positions so that they earn a fee. That's the way it works. And even with the retained firms, the issue becomes down to, yes, they have their money in advance, or portions of their money in advance, but they're not going to work with that client again, and certainly not have the opportunity to present to people unless they're effective. So I think a lot of the criticism of search firms, whether it's contingency firms or the retained firms, comes down to a misunderstanding of what they do. Recruiters don't work for you. Headhunters don't work for you. They work for an organization that pays them. So let's work with the assumption that you're a junior individual and you're wondering whether this is just pure fantasy. Well, why do you think that they would do that? What's in it for them? You get into their database, ooh, there are millions of people. There are so many people. You know, their database now is LinkedIn. They don't need you for that. It's not like the old days where they wanted to get a resume into their system. They've got LinkedIn. So there are 50 million people on, 500 million people on LinkedIn and counting. So it's not for that reason. Why do you think they might have an illegitimate job? To trick you? For what purpose? To have you take a job that isn't right? Well, you're going to talk to the client and find that it isn't right. What's in it for them? And the answer is nothing. So let's put this notion of legitimacy aside, whether it's with a contingency firm where you think you're dealing with someone who's less experienced. They're just parroting back what they've been told by more experienced people there. So if what they're parroting back doesn't sound right, ask them questions. They're just going to run off and ask someone else for how to answer them. Ask the questions. If you're not satisfied with the answer, that's okay. Don't follow through on the job. And with the retained firms, ask away. You're dealing with very experienced, seasoned people who have no interest in lying to you because they know after you're on board in a leadership role, you will destroy them there. You will absolutely destroy them, right? So there's nothing in it for them. So put aside this notion as to whether or not the headhunter is legitimate or not. I'll also say that size of the agency, size of the search firm is completely irrelevant in measuring it. Seriously. Just because a firm is big, it means that they're going to tell you the truth? Well, they've been successful for some period of time. That's great. And they've satisfied client needs, but not everyone that has taken a job through that firm has been completely satisfied. It's just the nature of life. So the short answer to your question is you never can. But the more textured answer is there's really very little reason to doubt it, because at the end of the day, there's nothing in it for the search firm. Your resume already exists in the biggest database imaginable, LinkedIn, and you'll ultimately find out the truth from the client anyway. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, here are a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to start by saying that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, and look at the tabs on the top, you'll see a menu of choices available to you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, help you with a salary negotiation, answer your questions about your job search, advise you about a decision you have to make about a job offer. Those are all there as an option. I can do a job search makeover with you, where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end in half-hour increments so it doesn't have to take a lot of time for each session. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from folks who like it and are interested in my help. Again, linkedin.com/IN/the-big-game-hunter. You can take my classes on Skillshare too and become a premium member for 99 cents for the first few months. I have a link in the show notes. Just follow that link, sign up, take my classes. Lastly, I want to mention to you, you can find a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it may seem like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at jobsearchcoachinghq.com, where I've curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you find work more quickly. Again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Take care.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's Employee of the Month, 2 months in a row. Leave a message at the... Hi, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. I just had a new idea for our song about the Name Your Price tool. So when it's like, tell us what you want to pay, hey, 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 and the trombone goes, blah, 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 and you say, we'll help you find coverage options to fit your budget. Then we just all do finger snaps while a choir goes, savings coming at ya, savings coming at ya. Yes? No? Maybe? Anyway, see your practice tonight. I got new lyrics for the rap break.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.